Hello, I'm Richard Swindell, your MEC Chairman. Joining me today are members of your MEC and Negotiating Committee. This week, we're in Appleton for an MEC meeting and want to give you an inside look at what transpired, as well as update you on the status of negotiations. First, let's talk about the meeting. The MEC elected officers and committee chairmen to spearhead the union's efforts. I was re-elected MEC Chairman, Jeff Pruitt was re-elected MEC Vice Chairman, and Thorne Saylor was re-elected MEC Secretary-Treasurer. Our new 2-year terms begin August 25th. Also on that date, the terms of our newly elected committee chairmen will begin. There are some new and familiar faces, and we look forward to working with each of them. Moving on, the MEC also met with various members of senior management. Topics discussed included an overview of where we are in the industry, what's happening around us, the fuel program, training and safety initiatives. The industry is changing rapidly, and the company is preparing to take advantage of any viable opportunity. This is good news as we want Air Wisconsin to continue to be successful. However, we also want to share in that success. It is because of our sacrifices and contributions that the company is in a position to compete effectively in the marketplace. As such, the bulk of the meeting was spent reviewing our negotiation strategy and evaluating our options. Specifically, how to achieve a contract that improves your wages and working conditions and continues to provide Air Wisconsin with the tools it needs to remain a viable company.
We've been in negotiations for almost 2 years and are beginning to focus primarily on economic issues. As you know, we began the process in October 2010 and our contract became amendable the following year. To date, we have reached tentative agreements on 14 of the 30 sections. Our primary focus over the last several sessions has been on sections 12 and 25, which are hours of service and scheduling. Due to the new flight and duty time regulations that are to be implemented by January 2014, these have been the two most challenging sections thus far. We used interest-based bargaining to determine the list of issues that needed to be addressed, then began using traditional bargaining methods to reach consensus on those items. As you can imagine, the list is long and varied, the complexity of which is compounded by the necessity to negotiate 2 versions for each of these sections. The X version is for the time period between pilot ratification and the implementation of the new flight and duty time rules, and the Y version is for the remainder of the contract's duration. While there are a few key differences in the X and Y versions, each one is designed to produce safe and efficient schedules. We are working to close out these sections in the near future. Doing so will allow us to move to economic items such as wages and benefits. In the meantime, we will continue polling the pilot group on a regular basis. Questions relate to what's being discussed at the table. This is your chance to let us know what you want in our next contract. Please participate.
To reach our collective goals, every pilot needs to be engaged. Our Strategic Preparedness Committee has been activated and will soon hold pilot unity events around the bases. These will enable you to remain informed, ask questions, provide feedback, and get to know your fellow colleagues. In the meantime, contact your local elected representatives, committee members, or MEC officers with any questions or comments. We're here to serve you. Fly safely.